first of all, thank you for the opportunity to be part here at the first IGDN conference. We are really happy about it. So that's Verena, Augustin and Katharina Seeger, both designers working at the interaction design agency called Interaction Design Studios, short IxDS, and myself, Jennifer Schubert. I'm working at the Design Research Lab at the Berlin University of the Arts. We are 3 young design researchers and interaction designers who gained diverse experiences in different research and interaction design projects. Those experiences led us to a range of diverse arguments why an international gender design network is not only necessary, but tremendous needed. Some of the issues occurred during the research phase. I will explain now. One of our research projects in which we collaborated with IxDS was called Gender Inspired Technology. And it's dealt with the needs of women towards information and communication technologies. It was, there were about 60 female and a control group of 20 male test persons integrated in the project. The goal was the development and design of services, apps, and products based on female needs, but useful for both females as well as males. The methods we chose to gain more insights about women's needs were, amongst others, culture probes and symbolic prototypes. Or what you see here is a task of the culture probes, where we asked the women and men to reflect their everyday communication behavior. And additional to that, we also gave them the task to conduct a communication diet. And what means taking a break from computers or other digital devices to reflect their relationship to the digital devices. And the reaction was really extreme and surprising. So especially in the youngest group, one of them just stayed in bed, another girl was just bored, and others weren't stressed at all. So the second research tool was the symbolic prototype, and the test persons had to build and describe it in a workshop. And they should imagine their desired communication tool of the future. So what you see here is the prototype of a 16-year-old girl, and she imagined her communication tool as a sleeping pillow integrated with a picture of her boyfriend, and she wants to be really close to him and during going asleep. So this was the description. Okay. A big range of complex and non-stereotypical needs concerning organizational, security-driven, and time-out issues were identified in this research project. But unfortunately, there occurred also gender stereotypical needs, like integrated mirrors. And so the biggest question is, especially in participatory design projects, which needs do we as designers have to take for granted, and which are we allowed to break consciously?
So the next step then was how to transfer these insights into the companies and how to use them in ideation. The research insights serves as input on different levels. They help to communicate the needs, they serve as inspiration to develop new products and service ideas, but they also lead to misfits in existing services and products. So when we shift from research to ideation, we in a way also shift from a discourse culture into innovation and business-driven culture. And in most companies, this also still means there are a lot of more men involved than women. In the first slide, the picture shows a workshop situation where we confront the product development team with the gained insights. They discovered the different daily life challenges and had to face the different perspectives on their domain, where they're always supposed to be the heroes in their domains. So, for example, one of the G project was that the women from the group in between 25 and 35 tend to be stressed by the fact that they had to be reachable all the time on their phones, but on the other hand, also getting nervous by not answering an incoming call, because maybe it's something really urgent or something really, really bad happened just. So the challenge was to find a way to visualize the urgency of an incoming call, but also provide a really polite way to refuse calls. We developed an idea, tactful calling, that allows the users to send some additional information with the call, like, it's pretty urgent, I only need 2 minutes now. And on the other hand, to give the called person the challenge to reject friendly by adding, I'm really busy now, but I call you in certain minutes. So, which is an app which is really successful in the business area today, and it's not only used by women. So the second pictures show the typologies which had been developed based on the insight analysis. They show another way to make research tangible. The typologies provide more incisive insights into the different lifestyles, and therewith conjoined attitudes and requirements of the woman. With these typologies, we were particularly able to develop various ideas and concepts for different target groups. So we see Busy Prisky on this side, and Mami Roncalli on the other side. And in the discussion, we discovered how important it is to bring these tools into the ideation process and guide people to think beyond this common image of the family manager. And then, as a result, designing products towards this image. So we need input to transfer insights and observations into the product development. We need tools to confront product managers with these different products and perspectives on the area of expertise. And we want companies to reflect their position by addressing and forming gender aspects.
So the implementation process starts once the concept is clear and an actual product proposal is defined. Implementation actually is an iterative process where we go through various stages of prototyping together with our users. Regarding the users we test with, we always make sure to work with the mixed user group, including some users in all project stages and bringing newbies in that can evaluate prototype neutrally with a fresh start. So in everyday office life, we rarely work on projects like G, where part of the mission actually is to focus on the female perspective. Actually, it's quite the contrary. Especially in implementation projects, the decision makers are oftentimes male, on the client side, that is. For example, we are working on the implementation of a high security phone, and the complete product team consists of men. So it has been a common observation that the client tends to think of himself as the user and, of course, knows what the user wants and what the user needs. As a result, the female perspective is neglected, forgotten, or sometimes just ignored. This is why it's especially important for us designers to make sure that we test our concept with a diverse and gender mixed user group. Experience has shown that women tend to think of other aspects than men and bring further components to a product. For example, the high security phone. The female users pointed out the need for a multiple calendar view so they could plan meetings together with and for their team members. Or in the G project, women talked about their desire to politely deny a call. It seems that women tend to think empathically broader, including their direct environment, and the results are usually features or functions that, in the end, are highly appreciated by both men and women. So our conclusion, to sum it up, we just outlined the relevance of gender design during all levels of the design innovation process. So why do we need a gender design network? Until now, projects like G are flagship projects. There's a lack of reference that could be fixed by an ongoing discourse within the gender design network. We want to establish awareness for the gender perspective in all project phases. We want companies to consider their attitude on the gender perspective regarding the impact on the user, and naturally, the same applies to us designers. We want to lead a critical discourse on another level, and we want a gender discussion beyond pink and blue.